Okay, interrupted. We have part two of game two of this series between the 1987 Minnesota Twins and the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates. Bert Blyleven and John Candelaria are both still on the mound. They started the game, and we just completed the top of the fifth inning when Phil Garner lined out to Greg Gagne to finish off the inning for the Pirates. So we go to the bottom of the fifth, and we are tied at two. We are tied at two in this one. So Don Baylor, Tim Laudner, and Steve Lombardozzi will be the batters for the Twins here in the bottom of the fifth. Tight one, good series. And the pitch from Candelaria to Baylor is a fly ball to left field. That's Milner. In his tracks will make the play. That's one down. Next up is Tim Laudner, the catcher for Minnesota. And he drills a base hit down the left field line. Milner's going to have to dig that one out. But Timmy Laudner, not the fleetest of foot, has plenty of time to get himself to second base with a double. An unexpected double from Tim Laudner, his second hit of the series. Steve Lombardozzi is in to face Candelaria. Lombardozzi is a right-handed hitting second baseman. Line shot, Madlock gloves it. Two down. And next up is Dan Gladden. Dan Gladden. Fly ball to right field. Parker has plenty of room, and he's going to make the play to end the fifth for Minnesota. We go to the top of the sixth. It is still 2-2. All of the scoring happened in the first inning. Omar Moreno, the top of the Pirates' order, struck him out on a curveball. That is 3 for Omar Moreno, the hat trick. For Blyleven, it's 5 on the game. Foley stands in against Blyleven. 1 for 2 today with a run scored. Burt, line drive, caught by Gaetti. 2 down. And Parker, Dave Parker. Blyleven going to be careful here. He's 0 for 2. He did reach on a Lombardozzi error in the fourth. The pitch to Dave. Ball 4. He walked him. Stargell homered in the first. He stands in now against Blyleven. Parker has good speed, of course, but they want Willie to try and break this thing up. It's a ground ball, Lombardozzi, and Steve flips to Gagne for the out. That ends the sixth inning for Pittsburgh. We go to the bottom of the sixth, and it's still 2-2. Greg Gagne, 1 for 2 today with a run scored. The pitch to Greg is hit deep to right center. That's going to be off the wall. Gagne is around second. Look at him go. He's going to make third base standing with a triple. That's going to get action in the Pirates bullpen. Don Robinson and Jim Rooker are hurriedly warming up here in the sixth. Puckett, then Gaetti, then Brunansky. The Pirates infield is in everywhere. They're going to play in everywhere. It is a golden opportunity for Minnesota to try and take the lead. Puckett, the pitch, is a fly ball to left. Milner coming in a step. Gagne's going to tag. There's going to be a throw. The throw home to Ott skips away. It's not in time. Gagne will score on the sacrifice fly. And the Twins lead 3-2. Twins fans going nuts. Gaetti stands in. He's the cleanup hitter today. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Gaetti is grounded on to Foley. Foley is up with it and throws to Stargell for 2 outs. And Brunansky 0 for 2 today, facing Candelaria. Struck him out on some gas. That gets Pittsburgh out of the inning, but thanks to a leadoff triple by Greg Gagne, the Twins now lead by a score of 3-2 in this one. We go to the 7th. Blyleven seemingly cruising along. He's allowed no hits since the first. Milner is 0 for 2. Ground ball first, that's Herbeck. He's going to flip it to Blyleven covering the bag for 1 out. Bill Madlock, second man up in the inning. Fly ball right field. That's going to be Brunansky, and that's going to be 2 outs. Mike Easler, the DH for Pittsburgh today, with nobody on and 2 outs. He walks him. Easler walks. Ott coming up, and we're going to see some action in the bullpen. It's going to be Keith Atherton and Dan Schatzeder warming up for the Twins. They cannot let this thing get away. Do or die, live or die for the Twins today. Must win. Ed Ott's 0 for 2. Easler's on first. Doesn't have enough speed to go anywhere. The pitch to Ed Ott is a ground ball to short. That's Gagne. Flips to Lombardozzi for the 3rd out, and that retires the side. We're going to go to the 7th inning stretch with the Twins leading by the slim margin of 3-2. Herbeck and Candelaria face each other to start the 7th. Ground ball first, that's Stargell. He's going to flip to Candelaria, and that's 1 out in the 7th. Don Baylor, the DH for the Twins, is 0 for 2 today. He strikes out. That's out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th. And Tim Laudner is up now for the Twins. He's the catcher hitting 8th, and he's 1 for 2. And Tim Laudner hits a fly ball to center field. That's Omar Moreno, and Omar will make this catch for the 3rd out in the inning. Candelaria has done a nice job. 7 innings, 3 runs allowed. But the Pirates trail 3-2 as we go into the late innings. Blyleven is still on the bump. Garner leading off. He's 0 for 2. He's leading off the 8th. Fly ball to center. Kirby Puckett, 1 down. The Twins are 5 outs away from forcing Game 3. Blyleven's allowed 2 hits, both in the first inning. He's been in control. Moreno slaps a base hit up the middle. Puckett gathers it and throws it back in. If Moreno can get the jump, he's going to go. Working on his lead. Berenguer joins Schatzeder in the bullpen. Blyleven will pitch to Foley. Moreno's going to try for the jump. He does not get the jump. They're going to hold him. Foley stands in against Blyleven. Wild pitch chance. Not a wild pitch. It's blocked by Laudner. Foley stands in. Next pitch to him is a fly ball to left. That's trouble for Gladden. That's trouble for Dan Gladden. Trouble for Dan Gladden. That falls in. It's a base hit. Foley is going to take second. Moreno streaks all the way to third, and it's second and third for Parker. That's going to do it for Blyleven. Tom Kelly's coming out to get him. It's going to be Dan Schatzeder to face Parker. Schatzeder is in. Reardon takes his place in the bullpen. Berenguer is almost ready. Parker with the Twins infield in at the corners. The pitch from Schatzeder to Parker. Lined, base hit to center. Moreno scores. Foley scores. Pirates lead 4-3. Dave Parker comes through in the clutch. Willie Stargell stands in. Schatzeder needs to stop the bleeding. The pitch to Willie is a base hit. That's going to send Parker to third. The Metrodome is getting quiet, and that's going to do it for Schatzeder. We're going to see Berenguer again. Juan Berenguer with one out and the infield in for the Twins. Milner at the plate. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to John. The infield is in. They need a strikeout. They didn't get it. Milner hammers a base hit. Parker will score. Stargell's going to limp to third. It's first and third again, and it's 5-3 Pirates. This thing's going to get out of hand if Berenguer can't stop the bleeding. The Twins infield stays in. There's only one man out. Ground ball third. That's Gaetti. That's Gaetti. Gaetti. Makes the play to first. Milner advances to second. There's 2 outs, runners at second and third, and Easler coming to the plate. 3 runs are in. It's 5-3 Pirates in the top of the 8th. Easler stands in against Berenguer. Are they going to walk him to get to Ott? Yes, they are. They want no part of Mike Easler. They're going to walk him. And Ott stands in now with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Infield at normal depth. Base hit, Ott. That's going to score 2. Stargell scores. Milner scores. Easler to third. Ott with a big 2-run single. And it's 7-3 Pirates. As Garner comes to the plate for the second time in the inning, the Pirates have batted around. Garner hits a fly ball to left. Gladden's going to gather it in, but the Pirates have smoked Minnesota with a 5-run 8th inning to take a 7-3 lead. And with that bullpen that Pittsburgh has, you got to wonder if this thing is just about over. Bill Robinson is going to play left field for John Milner, now in the bottom of the 8th. The Pittsburgh bullpen is ready to go with their studs. Their studs are ready. Grant Jackson, Enrique Romo are ready to go here in the 8th. Lombardozzi is due, but he will not bat. Tom Kelly's going to hit for Lombardozzi. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Gene Larkin batting for Lombardozzi. And they need Gene to get something going. They got a lot of work to do. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The Pirates lead 7-3. The pitch from Candelaria to Larkin is a line drive base hit right past Candelaria's head. We have a runner on first base and nobody out. Dan Gladden is due up, and the leash on Candelaria is getting very, very short. Pitch to Gladden is hit deep. That's going to be off the wall. Robinson collects it and will throw it back in, but Larkin gets all the way to third base. Gladden gets to second. We got second and third, and this thing's not over. John Candelaria has tired badly in the 8th inning, and Enrique Romo is going to come on for the second day and face Greg Gagne. Enrique Romo is on in the bottom of the 8th. Gagne's 2 for 3. He has scored twice. He has tripled. He's been the star for the Twins today. The pitch to Gagne is hit deep. It's deep. Way back. It's gone. Greg Gagne has hit a 3-run bomb, and it's 7-6 Pittsburgh. The Twins are back in it. Nobody thought they had anything left. Most of all me. And they are within 1 run of tying this thing up. And Romo gives up a bomb to Gagne. It's 7-6. That's going to get to Tekulve getting up in the bullpen for Pittsburgh. This has been a series. Tekulve warming up quickly. Romo facing Kirby Puckett. There's nobody out in the 8th. The Twins need a run to tie. Puckett, line drive, base hit. Puckett's on board. Nobody's out. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Romo's going to hold Puckett closely. Gaetti stands in. 0 for 2 today. 0 for 2 today. Hit deep. That's going to be over Parker's head. It's off the wall on a hop. Puckett all the way to third base. They're going to hold him there. Second and third with nobody out. The Twins with a chance for a huge comeback. That's going to do it for Brunansky. That's going to do it for Romo. It's going to be Tekulve again to face Brunansky this time. And we'll see how that goes. Grant Jackson continues to throw in the bullpen. Tekulve against Brunansky. There's nobody out. The Pirates are going to play in at the corners. They're going to play in at the corners. The pitch to Bruno is a strikeout. He struck him out. There's 1 down. 1 down. 5 hits in a row for the Twins have brought them back from the brink. Herbeck with runners at second and third. Infield in at the corners. Herbie. The pitch from Tekulve is hit to center. That's Moreno. Puckett is going to tag. We're going to have a play. The throw from Omar is not in time, and Puckett scores the tying run. 2 down in the 8th. The Pirates scored 5 in the top of the 8th to take the lead, but the Twins have scored 4 in the bottom of the 8th to tie it. Baylor, this is a classic. Baylor at the plate, facing Tekulve. Baylor's 0 for 3 today. Gaetti is on second base. He takes his lead. The pitch to Baylor is a broken bat job over Madlock's head. Gaetti will stop at third. It's first and third. First and third for the Twins with 2 outs. The game is tied at 7. Tim Laudner is 1 for 3. They're not going to let him bat. They're not going to let Tim Laudner bat. With the game on the line, it's going to be Randy Bush. The question now, will the Pirates go to Grant Jackson? Randy Bush. Facing Tekulve, there are runners at first and third. Gaetti's on third. Baylor's on first. There's 2 men out. The score is tied at 7. We're in the bottom of the 8th, and this is a must-win game for Minnesota. The pitch from Tekulve. They're going to go with him. He's their best. The pitch to Bush. Ground ball first. That's Stargell. He's going to stagger to the bag and step on it, and that retires the Twins in the 8th. But, the Twins tie it with 4. We are tied at 7 going to the 9th inning. in a very improbable series that's turning out to be a classic. All right, we have a couple of defensive changes coming on for Minnesota. Al Newman is going to be the man at second base, and Tom Nieto is going to do the catching. They're going to flip positions in the order. Newman is going to play second base and bat eighth. Nieto will catch and bat ninth. They figure to be up in the ninth inning. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm not doing it that way. Never mind. Nieto will catch and bat eighth. He will lead off. And Newman will bat ninth at second base. Because that means Newman will lead off the ninth inning. So it's 7-7. Berenguer is out. Jeff Reardon is in. The series is on the line. And so Tom Kelly goes with his stud in the bullpen, and that's Jeff Reardon. Jeff Reardon in the 1987 season was 8-8 with a 4.48 ERA and 31 saves. So we'll see what he's got here today. Omar Moreno, the top of the Pirates order, is up. They need 1 run to take the lead. They don't want this thing going back to Three Rivers. So we'll see what Omar's got against Reardon. Hit deep. That's deep. Brunansky to the wall. And he makes the catch. That's 1 down in the ninth for the Pirates. Foley. Tim Foley hits a comebacker. Reardon's got it. He throws to Herbeck. 2 down. And Parker, one of the heroes of the 8th inning, but the Pittsburgh bullpen couldn't hold it. The pitch to Dave is a fly ball to left. That's going to be Gladden, and that's going to be 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's Pittsburgh 7, Minnesota 7. And they've got Tekulve back on the mound. There's no action in the Pittsburgh bullpen. This is it. Tekulve's game to win or lose. Al Newman steps in against Tekulve, leading off the ninth. The pitch to Al is a ground ball to second. Phil Garner's got it. He throws to Stargell, and that's 1 out. Dan Gladden, leadoff hitter, 2 for 4 today with a double. He has scored 2 runs. He strikes out on a Tekulve offering. That's 2 down. And Greg Gagne, the hero of the day, a 3-run bomb, a homer, a triple, 3 for 4. The pitch to Gagne is a ground ball to short. That's Foley. We're going to have free baseball today. That's the 3rd out in the bottom of the 9th inning. All right, Reardon against Stargell. Reardon against Stargell. Reardon's on for his 2nd inning of work. The pitch to Willie. A comebacker to Reardon. And that's 1 down. Bill Robinson came in for John Milner to play defense in the bottom of the 8th. This is his first appearance at the plate. The pitch from Reardon. He struck him out on some gas. 2 down. Bill Madlock stands in. Madlock is 0 for 4. He struck him out on some gas. That retires the Pirates in the 10th. We go to the bottom of the 10th. The bottom of the 10th. Twins fans want a victory. They're shouting, they're screaming. They got the Homer Hankies going. It is the meat of the order, and Kent Tekulve is out of the ball game. Kent Tekulve is out. The Pirates are going to go with Don Robinson, a swingman who in the 1979 season went 8-8 with a 3.87 ERA. So we are in the bottom of the 10th. Right-hander Don Robinson is on to face three righties in the Twins lineup. There's no other action in the Pirates bullpen. Kirby Puckett stands in. He's 2 for 4 today, 2 ribbies, and a run scored. The pitch to Kirby, he hit him. It's a hit by pitch. That's going to get action, and for the first time, actually, no, for the second time, Jim Rooker's going to get up and start throwing in the bullpen. You can bet he's there for Hrbek. In the Pirates bullpen, also Jim Bibby. Jim Bibby warming up. Kirby Puckett is on first base. Robinson has an excellent move to first base. Puckett is on. Gaetti is up. Will they give Gaetti the bunt sign? He is an average bunter. There's nobody out. Gaetti's 1 for 3 with a double and a hit by pitch today. They do not give him the bunt sign. It is a caught by Foley. A looper is caught by Foley, and there's 1 out. Brunansky steps to the plate. He hit into a crushing double play in the first inning. He's also struck out twice. He's 0 for 4. He's due. The pitch to Bruno. Ground ball short. That's Foley. Tim Foley E19. Tim Foley makes the play, but Puckett advances to second as Foley's only play was to get Brunansky at first. Puckett is on second with 2 outs. Kent Hrbek is up. And they've got a lot of ways they could go with this. And they're going to walk Hrbek and get to Don Baylor, which sounds a little strange to me, but they're going to do it anyway. Don Robinson is going to face Baylor. There's 2 outs. There's 2 on. Puckett's on second. Hrbek's on first. They're going to go with Baylor, and the game is on the line. Bottom of the 10th. Winning run at second base. Twins fans going nuts. Robinson to the belt. The pitch to Baylor is a fly ball to center field. Moreno coming in, and he's got it. We're going 11. The Twins have a chance, but they fail to capitalize. We go to the 11th. That's it for Reardon. The new pitcher will be Keith Atherton. Keith Atherton to face Easler, Ott, and Garner at the bottom of the Pirates order. Keith Atherton is on in the 11th. In 1987, Keith Atherton went 7-5 with a 4.54 ERA. He saved 2 games and he pitched 79 innings. Easler leads off. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and an intentional walk. The pitch to Mike, he strikes out on an Atherton fastball. I'm as surprised as you are. Ott stands in. He's 1 for 4 with a 2-run single in the 8th. The single that you thought was the backbreaker, but no. Ott, the pitch, strikes out on an Atherton heater. I'm as surprised as you are. That's 2 outs. Garner stands in. 2 outs, nobody on for Pittsburgh. Ground ball third, that's Gaetti. Gary Gaetti makes the play, and that's 3 outs for Pittsburgh in the top of the 11th. We go to the bottom of the 11th. It's Pirates 7, Twins 7. Twins fans going crazy. They want to force a Game 3 at Three Rivers Stadium tomorrow. Tom Nieto is scheduled and not in this lifetime. Don Robinson is still on the mound. And Roy Smalley is going to be the pinch hitter for Nieto here to lead off the bottom of the 11th. The pitch to Roy. Don Robinson is on the mound for his second inning of work. The pitch to Roy. Ground ball first. That's Stargell. Willie's going to take this one unassisted. He gimps to the bag, and that's one down. Al Newman stands in. The pitch to Al is a ground ball to first. That's Willie. He's going to take this one unassisted, and then he's going to need oxygen. That's two down. Dan Gladden, the third man up for the Minnesota Twins, is hit deep, way back. Robinson to the wall, and it's caught by Bill Robinson, and we're going 12. Gladden gave it a ride, but not far enough, and we're going 12 for this one. Smalley will not stay in the game. Sal Butera will be the new catcher for Minnesota. We're in the 12th. We're in the 12th inning. Keith Atherton is still on the bump. Pirates have gone 9 up and 9 down in the last 3 innings. Atherton is on the hill for his second inning of work facing Omar Moreno. The pitch to Omar is a looper, base hit for Moreno. He's on. Foley. Omar's going to try for the jump. He doesn't get it. Foley's going to lay it down, maybe. Foley choking up even more on the bat than usual. He gets the bunt down. He gets the bunt down. It's going to be Herbeck flipping it to Newman on the sacrifice. Moreno gets to second base. Parker is due. Parker is 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored in this one. There's no lefties left in the Minnesota available anyway. Viola pitched yesterday. He's the only one left. Schatzeder was not effective earlier in this game. They're going to get George Frazier throwing in the Minnesota bullpen just for something for him to do so he stops annoying all the rest of the players. Atherton is still on. He's going to face Parker. The pitch to Dave. Moreno's on second base. There's one man out. He strikes out Dave Parker. I'm going to need oxygen. Willie Stargell is due, but now they're going to walk him. Yes, they're going to walk him and face Bill Robinson. There is no universe in which Willie Stargell does not get walked in that situation. Bill Robinson is at the plate. And there's no left-handed pinch hitters left for Chuck Tanner. None. So they're going to go with Robinson. Robinson came on for Milner for defense in the 8th inning, but he is 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Reardon. Atherton to the belt. There's 2 on. There's 2 on. The pitch to Robinson is a pop-up. No, it's not. It's a balk chance. Atherton does not balk. So we roll again for Robinson. The pitch to Robinson. Ground ball, shortstop, Gagne. He throws to first, and that retires the Pirates in the 12th. Wow. Atherton allows Moreno on. They get him to second with one out. They can't score him. Wow. It's a classic. It's a classic. Wake the kids, phone the neighbors. Don Robinson is on for his third inning of work. Greg Gagne, Kirby Puckett, Gary Gaetti. Robinson is now in his point of weakness check inning. He pitched 161 innings in 1979. He did a lot of stuff for Pittsburgh, including pinch hit. And so he's still okay. They got him in there. Greg Gagne, one of the main heroes of the day for the Minnesota Twins. He's 3 for 5. He's tripled. He's hit a 3-run bomb to bring the Twins back into the game in the 8th inning. He has scored 3 times. Gagne leads off in the 12th. The pitch to Gagne from Robinson is a ground ball to short. Foley to his left, pivots and throws. That's one down. Puckett. At bat, 1 out. Bottom of the 12th, we're tied at 7. The pitch to Kirby. Fly ball center. That's Omar. Omar. Makes the catch. That's 2 outs in the bottom of the 12th. And Gary Gaetti stands in against Robinson. Gary Gaetti stands in against Don Robinson with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 12th for the Minnesota Twins. Ground ball second. That's Phil Garner. E17. And Phil Garner makes the play to Stargell, and that retires the Twins in the 12th. We go to the 13th, and it's going to be Madlock, Easler, and Ott for the Pirates. Atherton starting his third inning of work. He's definitely in his point of weakness check. They're running out of pitchers in Minnesota, so they're sticking with him. Madlock, 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts today. The pitch from Atherton is a looper caught by Gagne. He's been all over the field. He's done everything imaginable. He may drive the bus home tonight. Mike Easler stands in against Atherton. Mike Easler is 0 for 3 with 2 walks, one of them intentional. The pitch to Mike is a strikeout. That's the second time he's fanned against Atherton. I can't believe it either. We'll just leave it at that. Ed Ott, 1 for 5, 2-run single in the 8th. Atherton the pitch, ground ball, Newman. Newman flips to Herbeck, and that retires the Pirates in the 13th. The Twins bullpen, since they got Berenguer out of there, has been dynamite. All right, we go to the bottom of the 13th. Robinson is coming out. Brunansky is going to be up, followed by Herbeck, followed by Baylor. Jim Bibby is the new pitcher for the 79 Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, Bibby is on. In 1979, Jim Bibby was 12-4 with a 281 earned run average. He had 17 starts and 138 innings pitched. Tom Brunansky, 0 for 5 today with 2 strikeouts and a double play. He would love to be the hero of the bottom of the 13th. Twins fans going nuts. They got the Homer Hankies flying. Brunansky, the pitch from Bibby is a line drive base hit. Bruno, he's on. That's his first hit of the day. That's his first hit of the series. Hrbek is up. Are they going to have him bunt? I'm thinking no, but Bibby is staying on. The pitch to Herbie. 0 for 3 with a ribby, 2 strikeouts, and an intentional walk. Ground ball second. Phil Garner to Foley. Back to Stargell, and that is a 4-6-3 double play off Hrbek's bat. That is a punch to the stomach for Twins fans. All right, we go to the bottom of with just 2 outs in the bottom of the 13th. It's Don Baylor standing in against Jim Bibby. The pitch is a called strike 3. Baylor took it. He knew it. And we go to the 14th. We go to the 14th inning. Keith Atherton is hanging on by, oh boy. No, they got to get him out of there. They got to get him out of there. They got to get him out of there. It's going to be George Frazier. I can't believe it either, but that's what's, they're hanging on by a thread. It's going to be George Frazier. Atherton went 3 innings, and he can go no more. Phil Garner stands in. It's going to be Garner, Moreno, and Foley in the top of the 14th. The pitch, we're tied at 7. If the Twins lose, this series is over. Garner. Ground ball first, that's Hrbek. And Hrbek takes it unassisted for the first out of the inning. Omar Moreno. Let's talk about Frazier for a minute so you get a sense of the depths of despair. In 1987, Frazier was 5-5 with a .498 earned run average. Somehow he accumulated 2 saves, and he pitched 81 innings. The pitch to Moreno from Frazier. 2 for 6 in the game. He scored a run as well. The pitch to Omar is a strikeout. A Frazier slider gets him, and that's 2 outs. I can't believe it either. Foley is 2 for 5 with a bunt. 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. Foley's had a nice day. Nobody's on. There's 2 outs. The pitch to Foley is ball 4, a walk. Parker comes up with another chance to do some damage. Is he going to get the job done? Frazier to the belt. The pitch to Big Dave. Ground ball second. That's Newman. He makes a nice play. He throws to Hrbek. That retires the side in the 14th for Pittsburgh. Jim Bibby is still on. We got Sal Butera, then Al Newman, then Dan Gladden for the Twins in the bottom of the 14th. Butera hits a liner to center, and Moreno's got it. 1 down. Newman. Al Newman. Looking to get something started. Anything at all. Fly ball to left. That's Bill Robinson. And that's 2 down. We get to Dan Gladden at the top of the order. Dan Gladden is 2 for 6 with a double and 2 runs scored. The pitch to Gladden is lined a base hit. That's in the corner. Gladden's going for second. There's going to be a play. The throw from Robinson to Garner. He is safe at second. Gladden is on second. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. The biggest Twins hero of the day, Greg Gagne, is now coming to the plate with a chance to win this thing. Gagne's 3 for 6, 3 runs scored, a triple, a homer, 3 RBIs. Can he win the game for Minnesota? Bibby to the belt. The Pirate bullpen is silent. The pitch is hit deep. That's a base hit. Gladden's going to come around third. And to coin a phrase, we will see you tomorrow night. Twins fans going nuts. Twins lead. Twins win 8-7. The winning pitcher is George, I can't believe I was even in the game, Frazier. George Frazier was the winning pitcher. Jim Bibby, the very tough Jim Bibby, was the losing pitcher. 8-7 in 14 innings. 8-7 in 14 innings. Game 1 was a 3-2 Pirates victory. Game 2 is an 8-7 Minnesota Twin come-from-behind victory in the Baggy Dome. Game 3 tomorrow night with anybody who is still alive for either team. The starting pitchers will be Bruce Kison, who I think you could make a pretty good case that he was actually the ace of the staff for the Pirates in '79. Bruce Kison on the mound for Pittsburgh, and Les Straker on the mound for Minnesota. I don't know who's going to be left. I don't know what kind of bullpen either team's going to have. The players are exhausted. They've gone 14 innings. This has been a great series between a very unlikely opponents, but a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please click like and subscribe to my page. And we will be back tomorrow for Game 3, the deciding game of this 3-game series between the 1979 Pirates and the 1987 Twins. Thank you for being here. This has been a lot of fun. Have a great day. So long, everybody.